Do you have fragrances that you love so much that you are not willing to share with other people? Well, that is what today's video is about, so let's get right into it. So this is kind of the most complimented fragrances type of video, where it's also a video where I share to you the fragrances that I love so much and I've gotten so much compliments on. I've gotten questions about, and they're the ones that you kind of hesitate because you're like, if I tell people, are they going to know about it? Are they going to go out and buy it? And am I going to be one of the other people wearing this? So I have 10 fragrances here. I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as possible to not make this video not super long. So let's get right into it. So the first one is by the House of Celine, and this is Cologne Francois, and I have to say it is marvelous. I love a moss fragrance, so this fragrance is going to have moss in it. It's fantastic, it's clean, it's cologne style, but it's a Celine cologne style. So they actually launched a Cologne Celeste, which I actually have that one as well. But I have to say it's not as good as this one. This one actually has the integrity of an eau de parfum, so it's going to have dynamic range, it's going to have some depth and some character to it, but at the same time having that beautiful characteristic of a cologne, which is going to be light, fresh, airy, clean, and also kind of wet, and that's what this one is giving you. I've gotten asked about this one. It was kind of a toss-up between this one and Parade, because Parade, oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten complimented on that one, and it's always one that I'm like,
oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what is that?
like, should I talk about it? Should I not talk about it? So Cologne Francois. So the next one on this list is by a newer house. So this is a newer fragrance by the House of Rabanne, and it is Mesh Metal. Again, it's one that gets quite a bit of compliments. It's one that people ask about quite a bit whenever they smell it on you as you're walking by, but it's one that you want to just kind of keep to yourself because it's still new, still has the possibility of being one of those elusive secret fragrances or being an afternoon swim. And that's the problem with this fragrance. It's just so good. I do love it. It's fantastic. It's going to really characterize that beauty that Paco Rabanne did do in their regular fragrances, but they do it even better in their private line. It's more expensive, it's more premium. They really went all out on this collection, and Mesh Metal is, yes, I think it's the lightest one in this collection, but it is the best one for an everyday use fragrance. The next one is by Christian Dior, and it is Tobacolor. Now this is a tobacco and honey scent. It's more of a winter slash fall fragrance, so not really in the characteristic of current climate, so springtime, summertime. But this fragrance I have gotten complimented on so many times. It's one that I've actually shared with family because I have one of the bigger bottles whenever they used to make them pretty big. I did decant it and give it to a few folks, but everyone else keeps asking what I'm wearing when I put this on. Now, this is a polarizing scent because it is a deeper one. Some people may love it, some people may hate it, but it is beautiful. There is a plum note in this fragrance mixed with that tobacco and that honey. It's sweet. It can be a little sickly sweet if you don't know how to wear it or where to wear it to, but fantastic overall. The next one is by Creed, and I really very rarely promote this brand just because I think they already get enough attention as it is. They do fantastic fragrances, but one of their newer launches really caught me off guard, and that is Queen of Silk. Oh my god. Let's just say if millionaire or billionaire, well, not in today's climate, but if it could have a smell, that is what Queen of Silk would smell like. Fantastic fragrance, very sexy, very sensual, but very opulent and avant-garde at the same time. Really one that you really should try. It is one that I've gotten complimented on as well, but it's one that I just kind of just change the subject so I don't have to promote. Next one is by Dries van Noten. Now this fragrance house has been around for a few years now at this point. I have one called Santal Greenery. Now it's a sandalwood fragrance. It's a green sandalwood fragrance. It's going to be a little bit on the fresher side. This has the beauty of a likable mainstream fragrance while adding that opulence, that sophistication, and that refinement of a more niche scent. And I think that's what I love about this fragrance. Great longevity, great performance, great sillage, great trail. I mean, this fragrance just does not disappoint. It's more on the pricey side, but if you do buy the bottle and fall in love with it, you can buy the refill, which is going to save you quite a bit of money. Well, I say that now and then it may change in price because it's just the planet's condition currently. But this is a really nice fragrance, and it's one of those that I've just kind of avoided the subject altogether when I get asked. The next one is a cheaper fragrance, if you will. Well, not cheaper. Someone's gonna really roast me over that. But
Is this bitch for real?
But this is a more mainstream fragrance, if you will, and that is Chanel No. 5 L'Eau. Now, this one itself, because No. 5 as a fragrance is so iconic, it's kind of hard to say that this is one that you can kind of keep to yourself. But a lot of people I have noticed don't realize that L'Eau exists, which is kind of unusual. No. 5 L'Eau really grabs all of the great attributes of that classic No. 5 and brings it up into the more modern minimalist approach to perfumery. And that is what I love about this fragrance. It has a beautiful citric symphony that opens up the fragrance. Obviously you get the beautiful parts of the classic No. 5, but at the same time you get that minimalism, which is so big in perfumery in today's world. No. 7 is Tom Ford's Lavender Extreme. Discontinued, unfortunately. Well, at least here in the States it's discontinued. I tried to go on their website to find it. It's nowhere to be found, but I cannot tell you the amount of times that I have gotten complimented with Lavender Extreme is just uncomparable. It is one of those fragrances though that I have to say, when you first get to try it on and you first wear it, it's one that people are like,
yeah, he is hot, he is fine. Okay, I did want some of that, but I just don't. I don't want people to know that.
No, thank you. Once you wear it, it touches your skin. It comes alive. I know when you first spray it onto paper or you spray it onto yourself or onto clothing, the first actual reaction that I got was, this smells like Play-Doh. Once it dried down, it kind of started to smell like one of them rubbing oils, you know, if you're gonna do some meditation or something like that. And then it comes true to form. It's a beautiful scent with a lot of character, a lot of dynamic, lots of depth as well. It's very hard to grab a note like lavender and make it unique. And they did that with this fragrance because it's just a mix of a classic and a modern minimalist lavender, and putting them into one bottle really creates a grand fragrance. The next one is one that's also discontinued, so I'm sorry. I think I have just these two that are discontinued fragrances, but it is by the House of Cartier, and that is Eau de Cartier Goutte de Rose, which is the pink Eau de Cartier fragrance. All of the Eau de Cartiers were discontinued. Don't ask me why, because the green one was good, the yellow one was good, the blue one was good, the pink one, which I'm talking about now, is phenomenal. It is a lovely scent. It was a rose fragrance, but they really grabbed beautiful elements of rose, modernized it for the time that this was launched in, which I think is the early 2010 era. But they kept it in a spectrum that it could have been very popular in today's market, and that's what I love about this fragrance. It's just phenomenal. It was an easy wearing fragrance. You could get the huge bottle back then, at least I think for $120, which is quite a bit of saving. 9 is by Armani Privé, and that is Pivoine. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering that.
Pivoine Suzhou.
But this is their Peony fragrance, part of the Privé collection, which is going to be their upper scale collection. Now this is part of the Les Eaux, which is going to be the eau de toilette. The cheaper is subjective, because this fragrance is not super cheap, but it is more expensive than your average eau de toilette on the market. Now this one just smells like a cloud, and not a synthesized nasty ugly cloud that you could buy at Bath & Body Works. It's refined, it has character, it has luxury to it. It's just a beautiful scent overall. I think that Peonies is one that can be done very, very well. I mean, like in Misty or Blooming Bouquet, it's done very well. In this one, it's done very well, but it can be also done very poorly, like in Holy Peony by Christian Dior. So this one itself is just one of the ones that I would suggest you try, especially if you like a lighter scent, or if you're not really into perfume. and you're trying to dabble into it, but they kind of give you a migraine, you're a little sensitive, this may be one for you, because although it's light, it also has longevity and performance, and it just has that pizzazz factor. And the last one is by Bond number 9. Now, there were a couple that I could have put here for Bond number 9, but I had to make memory, and the one that I've gotten mostly complimented on is Tribeca. And yeah, this is a beautiful scent. I think everyone who has spoken about it has described it very, very well. It is more of a premium smelling fragrance, a little bit more expensive on price point too. Great with performance and longevity, but this fragrance is just one that I cannot fathom sharing with other people, even though at this point this one has been shared over and over all over social media. But it is one of those fragrances where people ask you, what are you wearing? And you're like, Calvin Klein Euphoria. Calvin Klein Euphoria is not bad. I remember there's a whole story behind that. But Bond number 9 Tribeca is one of those fragrances that you definitely want to keep to yourself. So what do you think of this list of fragrances? By the way, I have been making less and less videos, not because I don't want to make videos, but because obviously with the current affairs of the globe, it's a little expensive to go out there and buy fragrances on a daily basis to do reviews on.
I'm a good Christian woman, honey. I have nothing to say to that.
Of course you do.
Because you picked the right time to flaunt your foolishness in front of all of my friends, fans, family, and folks at home.
And when I do reviews on a dedicated fragrance, they seem to have no interest, so it's kind of hard to figure out what to film out there. But I do love making these videos. I do love coming on here and sharing my opinion with you and seeing what your opinion is about the fragrances that we talk about on this channel. If you want more fragrance related content, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fragrance related content. I hope to see you on the next video. Until then, take care.